Good evening. It is almost 3 o'clock on Friday, March 5th, 2021, and let's find out where the capital is flowing. So let's start off with the Forex market. We see here under performance, year to date, we've gone out of the Swiss franc and into the British pound. Down here, the performance has been the highest pair is Bitcoin to USD with 67.81%. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But also positive is the out of the yen and into the pound, and out of the franc into the dollar. Oh, as well as out of the Japanese yen and into the dollar. So, month to date, we see again out of the Swiss franc but into the Canadian dollar, and as well as Bitcoin pair here. So talking about Bitcoin, once people have Bitcoin, they can trade it in between other cryptocurrencies. So let's go over to crypto, and we can see on the performance charts here, year to date, that it's been obviously from the US dollar here to mostly to Ethereum, followed by Ripple, and then Bitcoin. In the past month to date, however, the highest performance has been in Litecoin, followed by Ripple, Ethereum, then Bitcoin Cash. And so this tells us that when we look down here, we can see the most positive has been out of the euro and into Ethereum. That's over the past year to date. Followed by out of the dollar and into Ethereum. So there's other positive ones too, into Litecoin and Bitcoin. That's over the month to date, over the past week. We see that the highest performance is Litecoin, then Ripple, then Ethereum, and then Bitcoin. And today, we have the highest performance in Litecoin, followed by Bitcoin, then Ethereum. So these are things to watch out for in terms of capital flows in the crypto market. Now we can go into futures. All right, so as we check the performance charts, we see that let's go to year to date. We see that the best performing one year to date is gasoline RBOB, followed by West Texas Intermediate and Brent crude, then heating oil. These are energy commodities of the right here, energy type commodities futures. The least performing ones here: orange juice, gold, 30-year bond, palladium, etc. Over the past month to date, come on. There we go. Over the past month to date, least performing is coffee, the volatility index, silver, and platinum, and again, energy being the highest performing commodities. Over the past week, you see Brent crude and West Texas Intermediate in the lead, and coffee, VIX, silver, and platinum, potential buying opportunities being that they are on sale, or potential buying opportunities up here depending on if you want to go with the momentum or go with the performance or go in a contrarian view. Let's look at the day. We see Brent crude, West Texas Intermediate, basically the top three are all energy futures. So with that being said, we want to take a look here to find out where is the S&P 500 in the past day. We have 2.16% capital flows into the S&P 500. This gives us an overall context of the entire 500. But let's look at a higher resolution of that. If we look at the different sectors, past year-to-date performance, best has been in energy, worst has been in utilities. As we continue up higher, we see energy leading the pack on so many of these. Till finally, in the past day's performance, capital has flowed mostly into energy, industry, communications, consumer defenses, basic materials. Now let's take a look at the energy industry. So within energy, we see that it has gone mostly to oil and gas drilling, oil and gas drilling, oil and gas exploration and services for the past day, week, month, and then when we get to 3-month relative performance, uranium has beaten out the oil and gas drilling. And so for the past year to date, we have oil and gas drilling, then exploration and oil and gas exploration, equipment and services, thermal coal, oil and gas refining and marketing. So oil and gas industries, let's take a look at that. All right. So within oil and gas, we can take a look at performance. We see that over the past year to date, the highest performance was in NBR, Nabors Industries Limited. We see that the lowest performance was in Helmerich & Payne, HP, within the industry, and within the past month, the best performance has been in Nabors also, and within the past week, the best performance down here has actually been in RIG. So capital has been flowing in the past week into RIG. Now, RIG is a $2.57 billion market cap. It has no dividend. It doesn't have a listed price to earnings because it has a negative earnings shown here. Going down. Yeah. Transocean Limited, together with its subsidiaries, provides offshore contact drilling services for oil and gas wells worldwide. Here's the insider trading. When you look at a lot of these Form 4s, we find that it's actually capital inflows, meaning the option exercise to hold more shares, that is, acquire them rather than get rid of them. And then here are some buy orders from insiders, from the directors here. So we see that individual insiders are also putting capital into the stock. All right. And